Hey, this is Abe.
And this is Alexa.
Welcome back to the Get Out and Enjoy Life podcast, or GOEL.
Today we're talking about our trip from Venice to Sirmione.
So we're breaking this podcast or episode down into trains and ferries, because those are the two ways we got ourselves to Sirmione. Mm-hmm. So when we started off out in the morning, from Venice, we had to lug our suitcases all the way down the stairs of the bed and breakfast that we were staying at, and then all over those steps again of the bridges. Yes. And the suitcases felt lighter for some reason.
Yeah, they did. I don't know if we're getting stronger or what.
Yeah, let's say we're getting stronger.
I hope so.
Yeah. Also, we've lost a couple of things and have gotten rid of a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like, I lost a JBL speaker. I think I left that in the airport when I was unpacking my bag through TSA, unfortunately. What else did we get rid of?
Blankets.
We got that's right.
rid of our travel pillows. What else?
A water bottle. We had a big fan because everyone said the AC didn't work, and the AC has worked everywhere, and it's amazing.
Yes.
So regardless, we pulled those bags all the way. Mm-hmm. My wheel's still falling apart, but it's still hanging on. And
somehow it felt better to carry all of our stuff this time. It was a lot smoother, I would say, than other times. When we were going over the largest bridge, right before we hit the train station, this gentleman came up to me and tried to take my suitcase. I'm like, no. I think he's trying to help me pull it up over the bridge. And then he came to me and he was like, let me help you. And I was like, no, it's fine. And I'm holding on to my suitcase. And he just kind of grabbed it from me and started bringing up my suitcase up the stairs. And Abe's like, no, we don't want that.
So then he gave the suitcase back. And then he goes down the stairs to these two other young men. And one of them, had a little bit more muscle. He didn't really mess with that one. The other guy was a little bit skinnier, and he takes the suitcase away and carries it over the stairs.
And the guy was fine with it. And then
he had said no initially, but then
I didn't hear
he didn't want it. But he couldn't get. He's like, okay, fine.
So the guy brings his suitcase all the way down, and then he's like, how much? How much you gonna pay me?
Right.
And the guy's like, I have no money on me.
Right. So we had read about these,
scams.
I'm going to call them scams, because they're not telling you that they're going to be charging you. And
that's actually not one that I saw. I only saw ones where they give out bracelets.
Or the roses.
Which somebody tried to get me with that one, too. I didn't really, realize at first.
And while we were in Rome, a guy threw a bracelet at me.
Yes.
I didn't catch it because I'm not going to... And it hits the ground, and he's like, what? I'm like...
And they want you to pay them money.
No, basically. When you take it. Yeah. We actually, while in Venice, we didn't touch on this, but we saw, a family of, 4. They all had bracelets.
Yep, from the guy. Mm-hmm.
The guy was selling the same story that we saw on YouTube.
Yes, showing his child on his phone.
And that he's got, to pay for all of this. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, maybe it's true. I don't want to, fault people, all the way, but... it's interesting that we saw these scams,
actually happen in real life.
Right, and that they were warned about in blogs and travel things as well. Yeah. So when we got to the train station, we ended up getting our ticket for the train. We took, the people's train, really.
That's what Abe's likes to call
everything. Everything that's, really affordable.
So we had the option. We could spend... 26 euros to get all the way to Sirmione. We'd have to switch over one train in Verona, which is the option that we actually chose, which was, like I said, 26 euros.
For both of us.
For both of us, which is very cheap. Or we had the option to take the high-speed train, which would go directly to Sirmione, and it would be 72 euros for both of us.
Oh, I thought it was 100.
It was 72. It was 100. It was 160 if we wanted to do business class.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So we got on the train, and there was enough room on the train. We actually got plenty. We also, I think, were the first stop, which helped. Because when we got on, there was tons of seats. We got 2 seats with it was almost like, if you want to think like an airplane, kind of like any. What's the one between first class and economy?
Premium.
Premium, and so it had extra leg room there, and we put our suitcases there.
Yeah.
But as the train progressed, there was only standing room, and people were sitting on the steps and such. One of the things about these trains, the BO, oh my gosh.
Oh my God. The people. When I tell you previously we were sweating, everybody is sweating. And people don't have enough deodorant on. I'm going to be honest.
Like, deodorant's not that expensive. Like, you can get it for like $2.
Or something. Or just like...
some essential oils or, I don't know. Whatever floats your boat. But
it will take up the whole car that you're in.
Yeah.
So somebody behind me, had BO really bad.
Yeah.
I get we're all traveling, but
we're all sweating.
It's
part of it, but put something on, please. Yes. So
take some soap.
And then we're like, Alexa is like, is it me?
Yeah.
I'm like, is it me? Smelling ourselves? No, it wasn't us. I don't think so. I thought I smelled pretty good.
No, when the guy left and got off the train, it did not smell anymore. Anyways.
So
we ended up switching over to the other train.
Which was... we had to carry our suitcases down the steps. So, like, the learning from this trip has been...
travel light.
Travel light or be strong and be able to carry... And also, like, I was thinking about this. Like, on one of the other trains, there was not... on the high-speed train we caught, there was not a lot of room for the luggage. And we had to, like, literally take our 50-pound suitcases, lift it above our head to put it in the overhead compartment.
But did you notice on the train that we took that there was not a lot of overhead storage either?
They put it in the bike area this time on this train.
Yeah, some people put their stuff there. I'm not sure that really was the space for putting luggage.
But moral of the story is, I'm starting to think, like, if you travel with any type of bag, make sure you can lift it above your head, basically.
Yes, make sure you
the short of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, we ended up having like an hour layover for trains. Mm-hmm. They had a McDonald's or a Burger King there.
They had like a Burger King and you got there was a salad place.
Yeah, the salad was really good.
Pizza place. I've kind of come to the point where I'm getting a little bit tired of the pasta and pizza, which I never thought I would say.
No.
But, I got Burger King while I was there, but that's just because I needed to change from what I was eating, I really haven't loved, like, when we were in Rome, we tried, like, an American bar, which we didn't know it was one.
No.
And the food was not good at all.
No.
The Burger King did not taste like Burger King at home, but I did need that break between the pizza and pasta.
And honestly, with eating this might be TMI, but eating all this pasta and the carbs and everything, it just ties up your gut. And I'll leave it at that. Like, you gotta eat some salads and some other things in there.
We've eaten fruit and yogurt, and we try to get some other things into our diet.
And there's been prunes everywhere, and we've been buying prunes, because you know what prunes do.
Mm-hmm. And we've had some smoothies and fruit juices, and we're trying to get those things back into our diet.
To get things flowing, you mean?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. And also in Italy, they're not called prunes, they're called pruniers.
Prunier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So... got our food there, got back onto the train. This train was a little bit more packed.
Yeah.
But there were still seats.
Yeah, so we got seats and we were able to put our luggage, near us.
At this point, the people were really irritating Alexa. Alexa kept, like...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've kind of, like, I'm at a point in the trip, I'm at a point with the food, and then I'm also at a point with, it's not even, like, Italian people themselves. It's like other tourists who are here. People are very much for themselves is what I've noticed. Yeah. And so, like, Abe and I are very nice people. And
we like to think so.
We like to think so.
Might be biased.
And, like, I think we try to be courteous wherever we go. And so whether that's, like, us putting the dishes together, like, on the table, or we let other people pass us if they have children or something like that. But no, others do not treat us in the same way. And so we've kind of had to come to a point where we're like, we got to do things for ourselves. Like, if we need a seat on the bus, like, we need to get a seat.
Yeah.
Sadly, it's become like that.
People are putting their feet up on the seats, just blasting their regular music.
Blasting their TikToks that they're watching. It's like, people don't care. So you really have to, like, pay attention to what you need and get what you need. Unfortunately.
Which is a sad part.
Yes.
So, yeah, we ended up making it into... It's not actually Sirmione. I forget the name of the station.
So it's with a D, but I don't remember. Descenzanzo or something?
There was a really nice, information lady that was, doing the information desk.
Yeah.
She's like, you can take these two buses, but then you got to switch, or you can take the ferry for €3 a person.
Which is amazing because the ferries, other places to Capri, from Sorrento, like anything from Positano, was just like 20 plus euros per person.
Yeah.
One way, yeah.
So, and it's only a 20-minute ferry ride. Mm-hmm. But we did have to pull our suitcases another mile.
Yes. Because where we're staying is not right when you come right near the train, basically. No. Yeah. So we had to hike a little bit.
The other thing is, with the whole luggage thing as well, make sure you can pull your suitcase or whatever your luggage is a couple of miles. Yeah.
And also know that when you get on these ferries, you do have to pay extra to even carry your baggage onto the ferry.
Specifically if it's like a piece of luggage. Like a suitcase. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they didn't have a spot for the suitcases on this one, which is kind of interesting. Like it was almost like the suitcase was like $3.50, like €3.50, and the person's ticket was €3. So like the suitcase costs more than
it's like a person.
Right. It's like you're buying an extra seat, an oversized seat or something. That's like so. We ended up sitting on top of the ferry and pull our suitcases up those steps again. We're going to continue to keep talking about these steps
because they're everywhere.
And they're everywhere. And we did not plan for them, which is our bad for these
suitcases. Some places just straight up do not have an elevator.
Right, and that's just how Italy's built.
Yeah.
And so next trip, we have decided we are going to be traveling much lighter.
Yes.
And I might not even bring a suitcase.
I might bring like a small one that could possibly if we take a plane, go into the overhead compartment.
And like this is like truly small. Like
like small.
Like we considered our suitcases that we were bringing this trip small.
They're not as big compared to what some other people are bringing, but we also see a lot of people with those small suitcases. But also, we need to make sure we remember that we're here for a long time compared to probably what others are here for.
Yeah. I think, we like to be comfortable and...
Yeah.
But regardless, it's been a learning experience.
Mm-hmm. Luckily, when we got off the ferry, our hotel was only like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
A 3-minute walk from where we were. And we got in, and it's a very beautiful hotel. It's modern compared to what we've been staying in. Which has been
a nice change, actually. Mm-hmm. The other places we've stayed at have been more on the really honoring and
they're traditional
of these like buildings that have been around for hundreds of years. Mm-hmm. So this place might have been around that long as well. It looks like it from the outside, but it's been very well done. So that's Sirmione. We made it. During these travel days, Alexa and I, we struggle sometimes with just not nitpicking at each other, but the whole complaining. I'll complain sometimes. She'll complain sometimes, and then we're like, "Why are you complaining?" And
yes,
it's a struggle.
It is a struggle, and we both have ideas about where things are, how to get places. But I mean, that's that's what travel is sometimes. I mean. It's only happening when we're moving from point A to point B because right now we're in the part of the trip where we're moving every couple days. And so it's just a lot's happening. We have a lot to move. We have to make sure we're kind of always packed a little bit. Yeah. And trains and, buses are tricky.
Yeah.
To figure out what times they come. How often, what day is it? We've been leaving on Sundays, so that's kind of been tricky.
We didn't plan that either.
We didn't think about it. And so, we're just doing our best.
Yeah. So on our next episode, we'll talk about our stay in Sirmione. Mm-hmm. It is gorgeous from just seeing it.
Beautiful.
It's really your words were a hidden gem.
Yeah.
So on the next episode, we'll talk about that and.
Mm-hmm. And we hope that you're able to get out and enjoy life in whatever way that means to you, whether that's walking around your neighborhood, getting out with some friends, traveling, whatever it means to you. And we hope you continue joining us on our journey.
Thank you for joining us on Get Out and Enjoy Life or GOEL podcast. We'll see you next time.
Okay, bye.
Bye.